Another day, another ranking. This time we're looking at the top 10 worst movies of 2025. With this guy pretty quickly on the list. Before we jump into that, I would love to give you guys some honorable mentions of the movies that I found to be not quite bad enough to make the top 10 movies, but it's astounding at how bad they ended up being. This list we got is Avatar 2. And also, funny enough, the Minecraft movie. It can be both good and bad. That's why it's an honorable mention. Now to jump right into the top 10 worst movies of 2025, we're starting off with FNAF 2. FNAF 2 is for the fans. It's a love letter to everyone who loves the complicated lore, those classic horror games, and it's just supposed to be a fun time, god damn it, but I am a fan of also good movies. And this one was not both. This one was just for the fans, and you can love that and admire that. But I also feel like, as a fan, if you can point out all these flaws and be like, this is a very badly made movie, yeah, you run into some problems. Number 9, I know, you think this movie would be right up my alley, but The Materialists is not a good movie. You can put a Chris Evans in there, you can even put a Pedro Pascal in there, you could put a Dakota Johnson in there. That, maybe not that last one. Madam Web left a bad stain in my mouth, but it's just not a good movie. It's too long, and they do this really, really poorly, like in poor taste execution of a character who was sexually assaulted, and then they make it like a thing to make the main character feel bad when we collectively do not give a shit about her, and we're just stuck in this ether of like, oh my god, what happened to that sidekick? Why did we just mention that and not address that further? Also, Pedro Pascal got the surgery so that way he was taller. But you know, to all those short boys out there who's listening, you don't need to get your femurs all snapped up and extended. Just get a cool hat. Ladies will dig you. Next up, we have Love Hurts, a movie I'm sure everyone forgot came out this year. Ke Huy Quan off the back of Everything Ever All at Once, and then Loki. And then also was in Zootopia 2, which if you have not seen my top 10 best movies of 2025, that cracks the top 10. Also was in this movie, so there is a spectrum. And unfortunately, Ke Huy Quan's natural charm and charisma just isn't enough to save just a bland, confusing movie where his brother and him were hitman, and one of them got out of the game, but one of them got back in, and now they're all getting roped in, and they gotta... It's whatever. Love hurts. Hurts to watch. Speaking of hurting to watch, what are these things? Ooh. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a live-action remake done by the House of Mouse and Ai Chihuahua. This is bad. This is obscenely bad. This is damn near Flash level writing. Because they originally wrote the story as it was. Then they're like, oh, it's offensive to put the dwarfs in, so let's do the 7 thieves. And then they got immediate feedback back of everyone going like, why are you taking out the dwarfs? That's literally the whole point of the story. And then she goes, okay, what if we have the 7 dwarfs and the 7 thieves? What I would rather have is a unpinned grenade in my mouth. I mean, it's not Rachel Ziegler's fault. It's Gal Gadot's fault. Stop putting her in movies. Please. I'm begging you. Right after that, we got a live-action remake from the House of Mouse. Wait, hold on, let me check the script real quick. No, that's it. Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, 0 for 2 on live-action remakes from the House of Mouse this year. Lilo and Stitch is worse simply due to the fact that they changed so much of Lilo and Stitch. Remember this big old whale guy? Gantu? Absolutely love that guy. He's not in it. He's not frickin' in it. They cut him out. He's just gone. Zach Galifianakis' evil scientist guy. He's just the main villain, which he kind of was in the beginning. But there's that amazing meme that you hear.
Expect me to help you just like that? Just like that?
We now don't get that in live action. Instead, we get the portal gun. I'm not even kidding. They put a portal gun in Lilo and Stitch. Why? Next up, as we crack our top 5, we have Drop, which is the quality of the movies from here on out. This movie was so bad, I went and saw it in a theater, empty theater, was on my phone, texting my brother who had also seen this movie earlier in the week. And he just kept asking me, "Are you at this part yet?" And I'm like, "No." A bad scene happens in the movie. Text him right back. Wow, that was bad. Just, you know a movie's bad when you could text a sibling throughout the whole runtime and not feel guilty or feel like you're missing anything because there is nothing to gain from watching this movie. Speaking of nothing to gain from watching a movie, Happy Gilmore 2. Just stop touching movies I love. Happy Gilmore 2 was always like whispered about, maybe they'll do it. He can always come back. You could be old in golf. Whatever. Then they eventually made it back. Netflix exclusive original. Those 3 words is like the summoning of a demon. You hear that, you're like, movie's pretty much done. However, K-Pop Demon Hunters was also a Netflix original movie that was released by Sony. So, if K-Pop Demon Hunters is good, Happy Gilmore 2 must be great. Good. Tolerable. Mediocre? Oh no, it's bad, isn't it? There's a lot of throwaway cameos in this movie. Like cameos to the point of you're like, what? Why are you here? Akin to The Naked Gun. But the cameo being there for nonsense reasons is the joke in The Naked Gun. Dave Bautista shows up and you're like, is that Dave Bautista? And he goes, thanks, Dave Bautista, I'll take it from here. That's the joke. Travis Kelce shows up in this movie, he's like, I'm a waiter. What are you doing here, Travis Kelce? Go back to dropping footballs in the end zone, please. Next up, top 3 absolute shitters. Just, it's no hype's being built up for these bottom 3. Third place, Fixed. I don't even remember if it was a Netflix movie or Amazon Prime or a Paramount. I can't remember. I just know that it was an animated movie made by the same dude who did Samurai Jack. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be awesome. And so many ball jokes too. Like it sounded like a Black Ops 2 Xbox Live lobby. It was horrible. Number 2, we got the weekend's first and last movie appearance. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Which is what I said while watching that film. This movie's stinky. Jenna Ortega, who is a phenomenal actress, this has got to be her worst performance. I don't think it's her fault. I think the writing of this movie was done on the back of like a used pizza box. And the grease kind of spread out the ink and they're like, we'll just ad-lib this part. Like, it's horrible. It's just an advertisement for The Weeknd's music, which isn't even his best stuff. It's fine. But when I have to say that the best part of the movie is fine music, what are we doing? It's a confusing, clustered mess of like a whodunit murder mystery, but also this girl's obsessed with The Weeknd. Believe me, we all know that feeling. And she does the American Psycho thing, where she starts talking through the lyrics of his songs, which would be interesting if it was literally anyone else. But it's just awful. It was so bad that everyone in the theater, it wasn't a quiet theater. It was my girlfriend and like 20 other people. All were taking turns being like Waldorf and Statler from the Muppets going, hurry up tomorrow. That's what I said when this movie started. Number 1 is barely a movie. It barely cracks the runtime to consist of being a movie. It's War of the Worlds.
It's you! It's you!
I know, Ice Cube. I know you're upset, but it is you. Unfortunately, this movie is just utter dog shit, and it's just an advertisement for Amazon Prime wrapped up with Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, who was so much better in Oppenheimer, obviously. And just absolutely horrible. Let me know what you thought of my ranking of the top 10 worst movies of 2025. I can confidently say this year was much better in terms of good movies over bad movies than previous years. But man, when the stinkers came through, they stunk up the whole house. Let me know what your least favorite movies are, and let me know if I put one of your favorite movies of this year on my crap list. And I will not fight you over this. You need to go to therapy if you viewed any of these movies as good. All in all, I'm very excited to see what this upcoming year has, and I'll probably make a video in a few days talking about my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026. But as for this year, we'll call it a close. I hope you all have a great and happy new year. And on to the next year of amazing movies, amazing reviews, and mediocre stuff in between on both ends. See you next year.